Yay! And we're live. Hello, everybody, and happy Sunday. You are watching us, the movie couple. Hello, how are you? Welcome to our live stream. I'm Wendy.
I'm Dustin.
And we hope you guys all had a good 4th of July.
AKA scare the living crap out of your dog day.
Oh my God, yes. Poor Navi.
Poor Navi.
I gotta pull my mic a little bit closer to me. Hold on.
Fortunately, Falcor is just like, yeah, whatever. And he's very chill. But Navi has had the worst luck to when we take her to go out to use the bathroom. And she's like, okay, it's safe. Boom! Ah! And she freaks. I feel so bad for her. She's lying down. She's relaxing. She seems to be recovering from her crazy trauma-filled day.
Yeah, she has always been kind of a scaredy cat. You know, I remember the first day we brought her home, and she was kind of like, what is this? The first thing she did was pee in our living room just because she was scared. And then she, the first night, I turned on my electric toothbrush and she flipped out.
Yeah, I remember. It took her a while to get used to our electric toothbrushes.
Yeah.
So, and even now, if I use like my electric razor, she kind of goes, "What are you doing?" And kind of looks at me.
Big eyes.
Mm-hmm. And then she kind of calms down and is like, oh, okay, it's just one of those things.
Yeah, now she's kind of a little bit more used to like things in her house, but she won't go near our water heater. Something's happened, and I'm guessing it kind of like went off or shook or something like that. I think
it was with the old water heater. It used to be really noisy.
Yeah, and she just was like, so now if we play with her and we throw her toy, and if it lands anywhere near the closet door that the water heater is in, she kind of is like does this.
Yeah, she's very, very slow and timid.
To the point where
yeah.
It's
like her teeth are trying to do come out and like reach as far as she can. It's kind of like, what is that? What great white sharks do.
Her eyelids turn his out. There's once where she was trying to get it and she just gave up and was so sad that Falcor went and got it for her and dropped it in front of her. That was one of the few times that I saw kind of like a sibling type of a situation.
Here you go, sis.
With the two dogs, because they coexist fine. They don't seem to, they're not like super bonded. You know, some dogs are like very bonded. Our dogs aren't, but when they are not around each other, they do seem to kind of miss each other, and then, you know, and then they go back to like not caring about each other. It's weird.
Yeah.
So yeah, last night she was just shaking. She was under his desk. She was under my desk. I tried to get her up on the couch. She wasn't having it. She just wanted to be in her own little ball.
She wanted to hide under the desks by our feet and be like, no, get underneath here. It's the end of days, you fool. Hide.
Yeah. I got a lot of DMs because I posted how Navi was acting to my Instagram story. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it is just right here. Both of those handles right there. And she was not having it. And the fireworks went on like well past like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
And I was like, how much fireworks do you guys have?
I can't believe
how much did you guys buy?
It's nuts just how much and how often. And this is like the biggest one that we've had for the longest time. Normally around where we live, it's pretty chill.
Yes.
But it was loud.
It was loud. And let us know if you live in the States and you were celebrating the 4th. If you were celebrating for, I guess it's like just a thing. If you had any experiences with fireworks, firecrackers, and all that stuff going late into the night, I don't really mind people shooting them off, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But I think like once you hit like 1 a.m., it's kind of like,
okay, go to bed.
It's just save it for the next day.
Yeah.
Save it for the next day. You can shoot them off from sundown to like midnight. I don't care, but you know,
we're usually night owls anyways.
But when it goes into like late, early mornings, should I say, it's kind of like, that's a little like, I don't know, extreme. We have a super chat from Vanja. Yay, Vanja, thank you so much. Oh, wonderful. Good people. Happy belated 4th. Thank you so much. And Vanja, I feel like I might be getting you confused with somebody else. I'm not sure because I get a lot of DMs, but I believe, Vanja, you emailed me or you DM'd me a question. I can't remember where, and I was trying to find it before live and I couldn't find it. So, if you have it, if you feel like asking it now in the chat, just put it in the chat and I'm going to look for it. You don't have to super chat that one just because you've already supported us. Thank you so much.
You supported us a lot, so thank you very much.
Very, very, very much. A couple of other you guys are saying it's so weird having a live stream on Sunday. It's crazy to me. Yeah, we just... it
kind of throws off the groove just a little bit.
Because then the next one coming up is already Wednesday, which is literally just 3 days away. So it's kind of funny. MK says that video going around Twitter of the aerial view of LA last night.
I gotta see that. I kind of flipped through Facebook.
Set to the Blade Runner score is hilarious. I didn't see that one. I saw the actual footage of like the news helicopter going over, and it was just kind of like, even if they did the
well, there's probably more fireworks than there's just a boom boom. Just going nuts.
Yeah, exactly. And we have, hey, you guys, Christopher Mendez is back with Chris's Choice, and today's choice, choose if you dare, or he says today, choose wisely. Thank you so much, Chris, for your super chat.
Ooh.
You can train to become a Jedi or Sith, or you get your acceptance letter to Hogwarts. You can only choose one.
Ooh, that's tough. Hogwarts, Sith,
or Jedi.
So I think I would. First, let's remove one of them. Let's say, okay, so I would more likely train. I personally would more likely train as a Jedi than I would a Sith. So definitely, it would be Jedi over Sith. But now Jedi over Hogwarts. So I'm assuming that you also mean
lightsaber or wand. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Do you want a lightsaber? Or do you want a wand? I love everything about being in Hogwarts, about going to Hogsmeade and going to Three Broomsticks and getting all the food and the grand feast and everything, like in the Great Hall, and learning all the magic and flying on a broomstick. All of that sounds exponentially cooler than being a Jedi, because in a way, a Jedi, you get a really cool weapon and you get to use the Force.
Very true.
However, if I think going to Hogwarts is cooler, but I'm still going to pick Jedi because, dang, I really want a real lightsaber. I will forfeit magic for it.
I mean, that is true. I mean, I think, okay, because it's weird. I'm kind of doing like a D&D thing. It's like, which class would you prefer?
Choose your character.
Wizard, being a wizard has a lot more, what is that called? It's a lot more versatile, because there's a lot more different spells. You can brew potions. You have a whole bunch of other things that kind of goes with the wizarding world.
Yeah.
Jedis are a lot more of like the frontline paladins, I personally think.
A tank.
So you're not a tank. Well, a kind of a tank.
That's how I like to play my D&D characters.
They would be the ones that would be charging in the front lines, and then you would have the wizards further back, and they're the ones who are pumping up, healing your group
for
wizards. So it depends on what you're feeling like on that specific day. I, of course, just have such a great attachment to Star Wars. I grew up with Star Wars. I've had Star Wars in my life so much longer than I've had Harry Potter. It's a really tough choice. Really tough choice, and I'll probably change the next time you ask me.
Wait, so what is your choice now?
So I think I'm gonna go with Jedi.
Jedi couple?
Jedi couple, yeah.
Nice.
I mean, would it be cool? The Sith couple too.
Who
would be master apprentice?
What does that mean?
It means you wear the pants in this relationship.
I just influence you in bad ways.
Mm-hmm.
Eat this junk food. It's good for you. No. That's literally what I do. Dustin, try this snack.
No. She goes out and buys it. She doesn't eat it. And I'm just like, the dark side is calling to me. And
then I get mad at him for eating it. Why did you eat that?
You bought that like a month ago.
I was saving it.
It was stale. Those Oreo cookies, those last 5 Oreo cookies were stale. And I ate them, so I saved you the habit of the woes and the sorrows of eating stale Oreos.
That's literally.
I am such a good husband. I'm a good apprentice.
That's literally.
I sacrifice.
Like all my influence and any sort of time we're at the store. That's like where I'm most influential at. And he's kind of like, he's the one that's like, we gotta eat some vegetables, Wendy. We gotta put some greens in our dinner, and he's like, what do you want for
Like,
for dinner? And he's like, I'll make a salmon with asparagus and rice. And I was like, mashed potatoes, fried chicken. He's like, yeah, no. And I'm like,
We
yeah.
need some vegetables because I bought them and they're frozen and we need to use them.
Yeah, I definitely do not. I encourage him to eat very bad things, which is not.
It doesn't take much encouragement. The dark side has a strong pull on me.
Yeah, I would say one of my least favorite things that I started to kind of get into the habit of buying, which never was a thing prior quarantine, but ever since quarantine, or should I say COVID, it became a constant existence in our house, and that is Coke Zero Soda. We normally don't have that much around. We normally don't have. If I buy them, it's the little, the little baby cans. That's what we usually buy.
Yeah.
We don't usually buy and now it's just like every time we go to Target or to the grocery store, a case of soda, I'm like, what is this? Do you guys have a snack or a food beverage item that you normally don't purchase prior to COVID?
But now you find yourself getting a lot
all the
them.
time. I know for some people it's like potato chips. People are like, oh, I have to have potato chips.
Cheeto Puffs.
That wasn't a thing before either. Nope. Not really, but it is now. I'm so curious to see what everybody's saying. Oh, sorry. Hope Navi is okay after yesterday. Thanks, Adam. She's zonked out right now.
Yeah, I don't think she slept very well last night. Rice Krispie treats.
Yeah, Rice Krispie treats.
Now that makes me want to go out and make some Rice Krispie treats.
I'm so sorry.
Thanks, hon, for bringing up the subject. Now they're going to list a whole bunch of cool snacks that I'm going to
have marshmallows, though. I think they're kind of stale. Too.
Yeah, those are really old marshmallows. I guess they're fine.
It's just sugar.
We just need butter and Rice Krispies now.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, yes. Adam's answer to Jedi, Sith, or Wizard. Adam says, here's my answer. I can become a Jedi, then train to be a wizard. I don't believe in being limited. And yeah, why do you have to choose? Great answer, true. Adam.
There might be, some kind of conflict between the different powers that you are. If you're talking about, because a Jedi brings on the Force, but yet a wizard is handling magic.
Yeah.
So those two energies might conflict. So trying to keep it in the world of there can be only one.
Maybe one.
But if we could do that, I would be right there with you.
Exactly. And also a comment from RMD Collective who writes, lightsaber forever. Jack says, wizard and then do a crossover. You can hurt yourself with a wand. This is I mean,
you can hurt yourself with a lightsaber too.
Easily. True choice story. Space versus magic. Magic always wins. And then Nurse 117 writes, a Jedi in Hogwarts?
Yes.
Jedi Master Harry. Harry, you're a Jedi.
Or would it be Professor Obi-Wan? I think that'd be fun.
I love that so much. Him trying to calm the students, and then he just Jedi mind tricks them. You will write me a 40-page essay.
And that is one thing that is a bonus to being a Jedi, is that you don't need a wand. Even if you lose your lightsaber, you can still use the Force. If you lose your wand, you're in big trouble. Yeah. Kind of a thing. So, there's pros and cons, but, a wizard is a lot more flexible and is a lot more versatile. That's the word that I really wanted to use, but I forgot for a while. Yeah.
And also going all the way back to the beginning of the show where we talked about fireworks, Weston says, are you sure those weren't gunshots? Starger says, we celebrate Canada Days here. And True Toy Story writes, Chicago. They were going well into 3 to 4 a.m. last night. See, it's not just LA.
It's everywhere.
Everywhere. Because I have friends from New York that was like, I couldn't sleep until 4 a.m. because they kept on going. And I'm like, why?
Yeah, I have a friend in Pasadena that was going nuts saying that, they were just going nuts. And I'm just like, man, that is just, it's just rude. Yeah. It's rude.
Yes. We have a super chat and a comment from AMR Nail. Thank you so much. Hey guys, Jedi Temple Guard to be specific.
Oh, I like that. I think I'd have to go with a guard. Not a Jedi Temple Guard, but a Jedi Guardian.
What's the difference?
Obi-Wan. It was the color of their lightsaber. And the class, it's kind of the class of Jedi, a subclass of Jedi. So yeah, there were the Temple Guards. There were the, I think they even had Jedi Inquisitors and Jedi Guardians. blue lightsaber meant they were more for, no, green lightsaber was peace through force when necessary, and a blue lightsaber was protection and justice.
Welcome to our lightsaber.
So I would be, I'm more of an Obi-Wan kind of a Jedi. So
absolutely.
I would, I love that comment. That's right.
That's
There's not only is there
great comment.
Not only is there Jedi, but there are many different levels and different classes of Jedi as well. Here I am with all of the D&D.
Why don't we do like a role play, like Star Wars role play? After we finish this campaign,
I would love to do that.
We should ask Adam if he wants to do one, because that would be fun. And I 100% would tank. I would pick a character that would tank. Yeah. There's no way you can put a lightsaber in my character's hand and not have me tank. Like right now, we're doing this campaign where we are pirates and we're playing Pathfinder 1, PF1, and I decided to take the back seat and I chose a witch, and she's just a caster. And Dustin plays. What were you going to say? You're familiar.
I love. Wendy has a little familiar.
I have a little familiar in a tiny little bottle around my neck.
Well, it's a little bit
actually
bigger.
Not. Yeah, it's maybe he's around he or she.
I think that'd probably be better.
Around my hip is a little bit better. But it's a blue ring octopus, which if you guys know anything about blue ring octopus, they're extremely poisonous, and they're also pretty. I think they're like about.
That's her familiar. I think that's
my little
awesome.
familiar, and I named the octopus Taco.
Because taco in Japanese means octopus.
Yeah. It's so fun, and we did like just a one-off, and I was almost conflicted in the way I was playing because I'm not used to playing kind of being on the offense. I like want to and supporting. I just want to go in there and hack and kill and roll dice. That's all I want to do. But somehow it ended up being that way too, because I was just hexing people. I was putting spells on people.
You were actually probably the MVP of that game because you were making people fall asleep. You were putting people.
I killed someone.
You killed a couple people.
Yeah, in the game.
Or at least if it wasn't, if you didn't kill them, you were able to knock them out. Yes. So someone else could come along and be like, "Ha-ha, stab you."
Yeah, I was trying to save all of you guys because we were stepping in grease. People were getting we were rolling terrible all night. Even I was too. They're like, "When do you roll your damage?" And I was like, "Yeah." I rolled a 1.
So yeah, you still knocked him out, but you only did 1 point of damage.
Chris with the jokes. Chris says, why can't you email a photo to a Jedi? Because attachments are forbidden. Yes.
Oh, that's awesome. I love it.
Use that in your next birthday party. Chris, we're going to borrow that joke from now on.
I'm going to borrow that joke when I do my next Jedi party.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Aaron Johnson writes, what are you guys' thoughts on the film Independence Day with Bill Pullman and Will Smith?
When it first came out, I loved it. It was a great movie.
Oh, did you
I never saw this.
It now?
Well, I haven't seen it in a long time.
Wait, that's one with Will Smith, right?
Yeah.
The Welcome to Earth.
Yeah.
That one?
I could have been at a barbecue. It's funny. You can kind of replace a lot of Will Smith's lines in that movie with aliens to COVID. You know, I could have been at a barbecue if it wasn't for you.
Couldn't be more true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I haven't watched it recently. We probably could have watched it yesterday, but we were busy watching other stuff. But I remember really enjoying the movie when it came out. Yeah. What are you guys' thoughts on Independence Day? And if there were a sequel, would you want to see it?
Well, there was a sequel. There was a sequel, and no one went to go see it.
I remember Dennis asking everybody to go and see it, and so everybody bought tickets at Collider, and it was years ago when it came out. It was Resurgence, Independence Day Resurgence.
Yeah,
that was the movie. Dennis snapped a photo of the theater, and it was empty.
Yeah,
nobody went.
No one went to go see it. It got terrible reviews. I have to admit, I have not seen it because normally when you hear a movie's terrible, you're like, I'm not going to
Perry. Just ask my friend Perry. She hated it. Or maybe I should use less of a intense word than hate. She did not like it as much as the original. Adam says, I actually expected Dustin to say, I could have been a contender.
That's from I could have been somebody what is it called, that really old Marlon Brando
movie trivia Schmodown points. Bye.
Yeah, well,
I don't
give
know
me
it.
A second. I'll think about I could have been somebody. I could have been a contender.
Should I Google it?
No, it's okay. I think it's
The comments are gonna
Streetcar
come
Named
through.
Desire. I don't. Maybe it wasn't Streetcar Named
I
Desire.
don't think it was. Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey, late to the party is here in the chat.
Hey,
Been
guys.
listening the whole time. Hi guys, happy 4th to you guys. Hope you guys didn't have to deal with too much late hour fireworks yesterday. Been listening the whole time, but haven't been able to comment until now. Love you guys. We love you too. We've been we both choose Wizard versus Sith/Jedi. Like Dustin says, more versatile.
No, that's very true.
It's
and
true.
honestly, it all
It's 100%
depends.
true.
And I would personally think that a wizard would
It's
actually take a lot more training, though,
Mm.
to where, you know, a youngling could still use the Force to flip and force push and maneuver and start using some of those things rather a lot quicker than, say, a wizarding student could start using basic spells in combat.
Yes.
So if you want to be more combat ready, go with Jedi. If you want to be more versatile, more of the background, go for Wizard. So it all depends what mood you're in.
Yeah.
I like both, honestly. And
Mhm.
I mean, I would love to be able to be like, today I'm going to be a Jedi. Today I'm going to be a wizard. Today I'm going to be a wizarding Jedi. So yeah.
Lightsaber, dual wield wand, lightsaber. Like deflect, deflect, and then stupefy. Adam and Star Drew gave us the answers to that quote, which was from On the Waterfront.
On the Waterfront.
On the Waterfront.
I knew
Thank
it was
you guys so
Marlon
much.
Brando. And I was like,
You're on the right track.
One of those famous, yeah.
You're absolutely on the right track. What else? What we've been watching. Let's go ahead and get into this little segment here. What we've been watching. A lot of Hamilton. Hamilton is now available on Disney Plus. We were never fortunate enough to be able to attain a ticket to the show, even when
Like
it
most
was
people
touring
in the
here.
world.
They were expensive. They went very quickly, and I, really wanted good seats for this one. So we missed out, but I'm so glad we got to see this version of Hamilton. It doesn't give us quite the, like, you're in the theater feel, but I think for anyone's first time watching Hamilton, and it's kind of being their first time being exposed to a Broadway musical in a hip-hop setting, which is rarely done. I don't know if Hamilton was the first one, but I know it's very, very rare. Usually musicals, it's like if you take Les Mis and Cats and Phantom of the Opera, it's kind of like generic, like Broadway, sing-song, operatic and things like that. And Hamilton, it's like hip-hop, R&B all together. It's really, really fantastic. So we've been watching it like crazy, and I am in love with the play.
It's an amazing musical. I do have a little bit of a hard time because I lose a lot of the lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
So it's hard for me to catch all of the little innuendos, all of the little subtle things. And the fact that there are over 20,000 words in this musical, and they said it adds up to about 144 words a minute. That comes out of this play. And you're like, if you're able to catch all of these words, if you're able to catch all of these subtle things that they're saying, and the play on the words, and the way that they're saying everything, is the fact you just get such a deep story, and you get such a deep understanding of these characters that you can't really get with most plays and musicals, because of the way it's sung, the way that all of these words just describe everything. I mean, within just a couple of seconds of the play beginning, an orphan, bastard, son of a whore, and you're just like, it gets you, and it just like the descriptive power that these songs have and this play has is phenomenal. And I want to go back over it and over it and over it, just so I can get the words more down and understand more of the subtext of this play and of what may or may not really have happened. From what it sounds like, it's pretty historically accurate.
I think they took some liberties in certain parts of the story, but I think one of my favorite things that Lin-Manuel Miranda said in an interview was that he's telling the story of America then.
He's telling the story of America then, told by America now,
which is why he cast the way he did. And I absolutely love the cast. I got to give it up to like Daveed Diggs. I mean, everybody's phenomenal, but he plays two characters, but him as Lafayette in this song, Guns and Ships. holy crap. That's when I actually put on the caption for the show. And I was kind of like, whoa, what? I remember the very first time listening to the soundtrack, like the CD. And I was like, can I play this back at like 50 at half speed? Because I was like, he rapped so fast and it was so intense and it was so good. And all I remember was like, Lafayette. I was like, yes. What is it? It's so fantastic. If you guys have watched Hamilton, if you've seen it, whether it's on stage or your first time seeing it on Disney Plus, let us know what was your favorite moment was, your favorite song. Mine, top favorite. I mean, I always kind of like am a sucker for the very opening song because I think it sets the tone for the show. So the opening song, Alexander Hamilton's excellent, but I think my favorite number is probably Satisfied. Watching it.
That's a really good one.
Yeah.
I can't remember what the title of it is, but when he first gets introduced to all of his friends at the beginning, and he's talking about how he has all these ideas and how he has all these words, but he's not very well polished. And I'm just like, this is great. It really digs into the meat and bones of who these people are and how this story of an American immigrant made such an impact on the American experiment.
Yeah. Alexander Hamilton.
And how there's so much history that we just don't really get taught these days. And we really need to change that.
Yes. And a tidbit from Adam, he says, fun fact, Alexander Hamilton had more children than just Philip. We just only see him in the musical. Yes. I believe Star Drew says, I believe The Wiz had a rap song with Michael Jackson in 1978. And that's right. Absolutely true. MK Songbird writes, had no idea Groff was in Hamilton, first saw him in Mindhunter. And if you don't know who Jonathan Groff is, he is Kristoff in Frozen 1 and 2. And also
God. King
George.
When he comes out as King George, it is hilarious. He gets these solo numbers that are so hilarious and so much fun. And he, what is that called? Exudes that King George arrogance, my love, and how you rejected my love, and now I will kill you with my love.
Da, 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 da. Weston Iro says, can someone please explain what Hamilton is about? I keep hearing about it, but not what make it interesting.
Well, for Hamilton, it is about Alexander Hamilton. And
his name is Alexander Hamilton, sorry.
And he's one of the founding fathers. He's the guy who's on the $10 bill. So, and there's been a lot, he kind of gets faded to the background a lot in history classes because, you know, they focus on some of the other people that are a little bit
Thomas Jefferson, George Washington.
And since he was definitely the immigrant, you know, he doesn't know where his father, he doesn't know who his father is. Because his mom was a prostitute, and then his mom died, so now he's an orphan.
Yeah,
and you know his story for a long time had gotten pushed to the background.
Yeah,
but now it's just seeing how much he had done, and it really does a good job on humanizing him as well. That one number where he is tempted, where he said, well, "How do I say no?"
Oh, for the woman, yeah.
For the affair that he had,
right?
I'm like, that is just a great way of humanizing it.
Yes.
And I think if you get a chance to watch it, dude, if you get a chance to watch some of if you don't have Disney Plus, watch some of it on YouTube. I'm sure it's there.
Yeah.
So the music is phenomenal. It's very, very stylized. So if that's not your style, try to hang into it a little bit.
Yeah, try it for the story. It's very creative. It isn't rap all the way through. There are songs as well. So, but they do start with a song and a rap and a song, I would say.
Yeah.
And a question from Grev Lane, the guy that played Burr is also crazy good. That is Leslie Odom Jr. He is absolutely fantastic. Literally, like, narrates the song. And I actually watched a very short interview of how he was always nervous about messing up or forgetting the lines, because almost every single one of his like opening delivery starts with da 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 da, and it's like, how does a sun, but whatever, and it usually starts that way, like how he kicks off like Guns and Ships, and how he kicks off the opening of the show is quite similar with the same exact beat. So
yeah,
he's kind of like, where are we now? Just you're like in act 2, and he's kind of like, we're gonna start the whole show over. Here we go. Oh man, I love the show, and I'm sorry to Dustin because I've been watching and listening to all the interviews.
I love having it on in the background. Honestly, it's one of those
so
songs.
great.
It's one of those things that it's really good to have on in the background.
Yeah, so great. Jack Robbins writes, do you like live Broadway musical or movie musicals? I prefer live because it is meant for live, and there are certain things that they do. You can really see the set, the choreography. I feel like sometimes, not often, sometimes, or sometimes, not always, when they shoot a musical performance number, they like to get in the actor's face when they're dancing. And I was like, hi, their face is beautiful. I love seeing their expression, but we want to see their body moving. That's what a choreography is about. And that's what I really liked about with Hamilton is the way they filmed a lot of these performance numbers. They knew to pull it back and give us the master shot. They
and
really
also
utilized
that turntable. Oh, that was so
stage,
cool.
Baby.
The way that, and especially
that
the rewind. And like it gave you, it was so cool.
It's so cool. So props to everybody involved on stage, backstage, in front, behind camera. Hamilton. I'm so happy it's on Disney Plus. If you have it, please give it a watch, give it a try. You're in for a wild ride of entertainment. What else we've been watching? Blackpink in your area.
Yeah, Wendy just put up a video. Is it up?
It's up. It was up as of 6 a.m. this morning. It took me a long time to edit it because this computer is just hanging on by a thread. Like it, what do you call it? I think iMovie, because that's the only program that'll run on my computer now. Final Cut Pro is no longer compatible with this computer, which is so sad. So I won't be able to get that program back on this computer, and there is no way in hell this computer could even try to run Adobe Premiere. Like, just forget about it. But Blackpink, they have a new show. The girls, they've come back with their new single, How You Like That, and I have a reaction video to the music video and to the prologue of their new show, Blackpink 24365, and I'm like a huge Blink, so of course I had to do like a watch along slash reaction to it. And that is up on the channel now. We have a super chat from True Choice Story. Woo! Got to see Lynn/Chris Jackson on Broadway within the Heights. Yes.
Oh, nice. Lucky.
Saw the Ham Chicago cast 5 times. Wow. Have friends in the cast and stage management. Yes. Oh,
isn't it nice to have friends in high places sometimes? Yeah. You're just like, you have a friend in a show, you have a friend, that works at Disney or does publicity or something. And you're just like, yes, I can get in. I can see these shows multiple times. I can do this cool stuff. I remember you had a friend that worked at Disney and we were able to get like really good seats for the Frozen show there. Know the stage managers. They can hook you up. And also True Choice Story have been in the tour ensemble casting a few times. Wow. Props to you, my friend. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you for sharing your talent with the world. I think Broadway actors, singers, performers, triple threat, quadruple threat, because I think what kind of sets them apart from television or theatrical actors is that, and I'm not saying like the actors that we see on film or TV don't have the ability to dance or to sing. They probably do. It's probably a hidden thing, kind of like Kristen Bell, who's so good at everything. Yeah. Or the girl from Westworld that I did not know also sang.
Evan Rachel Wood.
Yeah. And I saw her sing. We both watched the what is it called? The
way she enunciated.
Yeah, the way she enunciated her mouth formation, so to speak. Yeah, you're like, whoa. Okay, she has some theatrical training.
It's similar to how Lea Salonga uses her mouth. The way she sings, it's very kind of some similar like mannerisms that I noticed. Which, by the way, Lea Salonga also covered the song "Burn," which is originally sung by Philippa Sue from Hamilton, and I love both iterations of it. It's a different approach, same powerful message, and I feel like really Broadway actors are like so underrated because like not only they have to be on 8 performances a week. That's a lot of strain on you physically, on you mentally, and on your voice.
I mean, I did a little show at the LA County Fair, And if I wasn't careful, I'd blow out my voice. I can't imagine doing like 8 shows a week of Hamilton. By the end of it, you're just like, hi, everybody. Welcome to the show. I unfortunately will not be your star today. You have my backup.
Well, luckily, most Broadway or maybe even off-Broadway productions, like the really good ones, usually have a mic for the actors that they hide in their hair.
Mhm.
So they don't have to project as much as like if you didn't have, you know, a mic for every single cast member. But I remember, like, even when I did my musical in high school before, where sometimes if you're ensemble, you're not fortunate enough to be mic'd, so you have to really project. And we weren't doing anything crazy like, you know, 8 shows a day, but it was, I think it was like a Thursday night preview, a Friday night show, Saturday night show, and we did 2 shows on Sunday for like a few weeks, and I was tired. And I was only just a dancer. I don't even think I think it was Guys and Dolls, and I was one of the dancers, and it was so fun, but also like so tiring. And that's when you also like, you don't talk about any injuries. Like if you get injured, you just tape it up, you suck it up, and you go and do it because you don't want to miss out on the show, because you don't know who's coming to watch, and you just have so much fun. You want to like be there instead of sitting in the audience like me, like, oh.
You're injured, rub some dirt in it, get going.
Yeah, exactly. So True Choice Story, thank you so much for sharing that with us. I think that's really, really cool. Chris Jackson, in case you guys didn't know, originally was in the Heights, Lynn's first show. Yeah. Before Hamilton. A lot of people think Hamilton came out before In the Heights. In the Heights existed, I believe, way before Hamilton did. Yeah, way before. Yeah. So also Anthony Ramos, who plays, oh no, what's his name? He played Hamilton's son and another character whose name I cannot remember right now. I'm so sorry. But he's going to be in the movie In the Heights, which is the same role that he played on stage, which I think is pretty cool. And I'm really excited that Lin-Manuel Miranda and John M. Chu are teaming up for this. I think it's going to be a huge spectacle on screen. Seriously, it's going to be amazing. Can't wait. Star Drew says, I watched Guys and Dolls and Bye Bye Birdie in a high school show. I did both of those shows. Oh, really? Yeah, I did both of those shows. Not bad, not bad. Yeah. I think the biggest name show I ever was a part of was West Side Story. Oh, okay. Man, we almost did it. We almost did it, and then I think I don't know what happened, but we ended up doing. What did we end up doing? I know Guys and Dolls was like my senior show. Like that was the senior year show. And that was like the last musical that I did in high school. What else have we been watching? Thank you so much for everybody's super chat so far. Thank you. You guys are all amazing. So much. One of the last things for what we've been watching lately, and this happened late last night because I wanted something lighthearted and fun. So you know what I turned on? I turned on Babysitter's Club. I have to admit, I did not watch this with Wendy. Wendy sat down on the couch, and I was on my computer, and every now and again I'd walk by and I'd kind of watch a little bit of it, and I was like, this is pretty cute. For, Babysitter's Club, they had pretty good actors, pretty good script, and every now and again when I walked by, I was like, okay, this is better than I had anticipated it being. Mm-hmm. I definitely read the books when I was little, probably a lot of them, and I loved how each chapter in the show is a book. Like the pilot is called Christie's Big Idea, which is the very first book. I can't believe I even remember this. And I was surprised at how adorable, wholesome, and also talked about many adult subjects. Mm-hmm. I was really surprised, and I felt like so inspired. It was a fun watch. And I absolutely need to raid the closet of Claudia Kishi, just like I felt like I needed to when I read the books, and how she like hides all of her junk food like I did when I was a kid. And it was not inspired by Claudia. I already did that because mom wouldn't let me have junk food, and I would just hide them in various places in the house. Sometimes she'd find them, sometimes she wouldn't. But if you were, I don't know, hesitant about watching Babysitter's Club, it's cute. It's meant for young girls, and I think, or young kids who can watch with their parents, and maybe their parents, when they were young, read Babysitter's Club. But I think it's like a nice little show that like it's bonding. It's really adorable. I really, really loved it. And I see you guys in the chat too. also talking about tons of other shows. True Choice Story, have y'all watched the new Unsolved Mystery or the new Perry Mason? We have not. I really want to watch Perry Mason. I actually auditioned for it. And I remember going out to the audition. I was like, man, I feel like I'm really young for this role. I won't say what the role is because I don't think I'm allowed to. But didn't get it. But it was a very fun experience to just be like, oh, audition for Perry Mason, cool. Unsolved Mystery, have not watched, probably will. Sounds like something right up my alley.
Someone said that they were just getting into Avatar: The Last Airbender. They're on book 2. Dude, I am so jealous.
Oh my God.
To be able to watch Avatar: The Last Airbender for the first time. I would love to be able to do that.
Yeah.
It is amazing. You are probably at starting from here. Everything just gets better.
Everything just gets better and greater, and just get ready. Yeah,
the Earth Kingdom.
I think you're probably at Ba Sing Se now. It's so good. Never make this a movie. No. Never make Avatar a movie.
I mean, just don't put M. Night Shyamalan in charge of it, you know? I mean, you could make honestly, I do think it deserves to stay as a series, and it's best to be stayed in animation. Hopefully the live action one with Netflix turns out.
It's a mini-series, or is it a movie? Do we know?
It's a series.
Oh, thank God.
It is.
I think it's too much information to cram into one movie.
It's a journey. You have an entire journey to tell.
Yeah.
So and you can't tell one whole season in an hour and a half movie.
This is 100%. This is 100% true. It's really, really good. Adam says book 2 was the first book in the series to make me cry. Oh,
there's so many moments.
There was a lot of
hearts.
Yeah. Yeah. Perry Mason. This is a comment from MK Songbird. Perry Mason is much darker than I anticipated to be. It has a great cast, though. I'm going to stick with it. Nice, excellent. Yeah, we're definitely gonna make sure we watch. Any other Umbrella Academy season 2 this month on Netflix?
Oh yeah.
We have to finish season 1. We still have to. I think I'm only like 3 episodes in, which is terrible, but. The show is really, really great. And also, moving on to some of our other topics. Hey, look, Brie Larson is starting her own YouTube channel. I don't know if you guys saw, but she announced it initially first on her Twitter, and we were like, wait, what? And she, in her very first YouTube video, it's so Brie, it's so cute. It showed her trying to figure out how to record on Zoom, how to get her audio working right, and talking to just a ton of very experienced longtime YouTubers such as Laura DIY, iJustine, and many, many more, and just trying to gather information. She's almost like data mining. She's kind of like, how do I do this? You know, we know her as Captain Marvel, as Academy Award winning actress Brie Larson for the movie The Room. And wait, why she won for that? Right?
I think she won for The Room. Yeah,
I think so too. So correct me if I'm wrong, though, please. So we're pretty excited that she is going to be starting her own YouTube channel. I can't wait to see. I want it to be kind of like a everything channel where she talks about her lettuce garden. I want to see her play Animal Crossing. I need to see her play Animal Crossing. Maybe her talking about like how she got started in acting, like what it was like for her very first audition, any audition story she's allowed to tell. I know a lot of them, I'm sure it's like NDA'd and stuff like that, but it's really cute. I enjoy her personality, and I think YouTube is going to be a great platform for her. What do you think?
I think honestly, what's great about Brie Larson putting together her own YouTube channel is, she can do whatever she wants.
Yeah.
People aren't going to go to Brie Larson just to see her play Animal Crossing. People aren't going to go to Brie Larson just to see her vlogs. They just want to see her doing something interesting.
Yeah.
So she has the whole world to choose from. She can pretty much, she's like, you know what? I want to make a video about this. Make that video. Do it, girl.
Just do it. People will watch it.
It's great. Also a great platform, where I know she takes on a lot of what is that called? What is that called when you take on purpose, causes? She takes on.
She takes on.
Why is my brain not forming the words that I want? And so, but and she can take that platform and bring attention to so many different subjects.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. It seems like it's going to be a really fun channel. She's also really fun to watch.
She's a lot of fun to watch. She's just very vibrant, very bright, and it's a lot of fun to see her. And I think this is she's gonna have, now she's got a place to kind of just, instead of tweeting out philanthropy, thank you, Adam, like not just tweeting out about certain causes and showing her support in various causes that she believes in, but like she can blend it in where she can have one video where there's a message she really wants to put out to the public. She's got another where she can show fun stuff like grocery shopping with Brie Larson, how to organize this with Brie Larson. We have a super chat from Choose Choice Story.
Woo!
Thank you so much. Feel your Perry Mason audition stuff. Just watched 2 roles that I didn't get in other episodics. Always weird, especially when you remember the sides. Yes, absolutely. I can't say that enough, where I will specifically seek out various shows and roles that I know I auditioned for, and I want to see one, who they picked, and 2, how they did it. So you can really go both way with this. You can kind of go, oh, that's what they were looking for. That's not what the character breakdown or the sides kind of like tell you, like what you do is like before you have an audition, like, I mean, maybe it's just me like excessively, but I will read the breakdown of my character. I will read the breakdown of other characters to see who my character is in relation to the other people. So how, that can go on. And I will, if I'm able to take a look, sometimes they have them listed, like all the sides in the casting notice.
Yeah.
And sometimes if it's a short film, they sent you the whole script and you read that so you can get the full story and you have it. You got to understand where the writers and the directors, where they're coming from, what kind of story they want to tell. And you do your best to, deliver it through your performance. And a lot of the times, I wouldn't say a lot, sometimes when I've watched various roles that I've auditioned for that I didn't get, I kind of went, oh, that's an interesting choice. Or it's kind of like, oh, that's completely not what I auditioned for at all, like as in they completely changed everything. So thank you so much, True Choice Story, for saying that. I am on the same page as you. Look, actors, aspiring actors, it's a struggle. It's not easy. I don't know why I chose that as like something I wanted to pursue as a career, but I have a lot of fun with it. It's exhausting. I wound myself up way too much as soon as I get
it's so tough not to when you go into an audition.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I gotta book it. I gotta remember.
I really need this job.
God, I hope I get it.
I hope I get it. Yeah.
Oh,
so
man.
apparently, Stardew said our sound is a little off.
Oh, really?
I think so. Yeah. Did you change your sound? It seems low, which is very possible. I mean, we have been experimenting with some different sound equipment.
How's that? Is that
hopefully
better?
that works better.
Is that better? Let us
We'll
know.
find out.
Yeah, you guys will tell us.
Mhm.
Let's see.
Oh, wait.
Whoa.
There, that one.
This one. Okay.
We have another
AMR Nail, thank you so much.
Dude.
Cinema here in Austria have postponed reopening day until August. Original opening date was June 10th. Whoa. Because studios are unable to release movies in the USA first. Wow, that
Makes
just caused
sense.
a giant ripple effect across the world.
No, that sucks
Wow.
too. Simply because America we don't have our act together. Other places are like, well, we can't open until America does because we're not going to get the movies.
Yeah.
So we apologize for that ahead of time.
Yeah, sorry.
For our terrible job on
Sorry.
controlling this.
Well, hopefully, when is Tenet coming out? End of July?
It was supposed to be July
August? No, wait, hold on. Let me just Google it.
Now that it has been changed and switched
It's been changed so many times, I can't remember.
It is so sad. But yeah, I mean,
August 12th for Tenet, so Mulan is after that because Mulan was trying to be not the first movie out.
Okay.
So fingers crossed for Tenet. Fingers crossed for here in the U.S. that we get all these cases under control and we can reopen safely, and then everybody else can finally see movies and rejoin the fun of being in theaters and stuff like that.
Go back to the movies. Get some popcorn. I want popcorn now.
Yay.
And microwave popcorn ain't the same thing. So
I had to shout out True Toy Story. Oh, so glad to see another Asian actor. # represent.
Woo!
Yeah.
And Wendy does such an amazing job. She's such a hard worker on
I try.
going out and busting out on all those auditions that we record at home.
I try.
And
it's hard to watch them back because when you self-tape, you have to edit yourself, and you're just like, I just need to do throw it all out. It's terrible. Throw it all out. It's terrible.
No, that means we have to record it again.
Yeah, and we just set it up, and poor Dustin just sitting here reading, and me.
And I'm not good at. I feel bad because I feel like anytime when we used to go into acting class, we would do a game called Bad. What is that called? Bad Reader or Bad Audition? Bad Casting Director.
Is that what it was called?
And yeah, and we would give what is it called? The stereotypical worst things to happen during an audition.
A perfect example is in La La Land when Emma Stone went into, and she had this like puffy jacket on, and she was like trying to do her sides, and she used her phone as a prop, and she was kind of like, and the casting director either asked about like when lunch was or taking a message or something like that, and I was like, raise your hand. Actors, raise your hand if that's happened to you. I had an audition.
Yep.
And you're just like, stay in it.
Stay in character.
Yep. Yeah, it's interesting. Adam writes, I'm still proud telling my parents that's my friend Wendy in that car commercial. My Cadillac commercial. Yay! Directed by the Russo brothers. It was so fun. What a great time.
So jealous that you got to be. And she got a picture with what's his name? It was Anthony?
No, it was Joe. It was Joe and Ari. I asked Ari and he's like, yeah, sure. And I was like, okay. I don't usually do that. I don't usually take photos on set with the directors. No, that's a lie. I did that for a Universal Studios commercial. But it was, I don't remember I posted it, but he offered. He was like, you want to take a picture? I was like, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a fun night of memory, Okay. Is the commercial on YouTube? I think it is. You can find it.
Did you post it on your Facebook or anything?
I did, but that video they had Cadillac. I think
they've tweaked it.
I'm actually not 100%. Like I have it for my record, but I'm not posting it anywhere. Like I have it as a part of my reel, so my agent and my manager can send them out. If people ask.
But it's awesome. Wendy looks so badass. There's a moment she's just like walking out.
I got to slow-mo walk, man.
It was a slow-mo walk. And she has all these kids that are martial arts experts, doing like some pretty cool bow staffs, backflips, just making her look incredibly awesome.
The kids that I got to be in the commercial with are so talented. They're all black belts. And I was like, hi, Senior Brown, how are you? No, they're all fantastic.
I think if you wanted to look it up, it's like Cadillac Your Crew or something
like that. Yeah, and it came out August of last year.
Yeah, but they renewed it or something.
Well, it's in talks.
Oh,
you probably should have said that.
Sorry.
Yeah. Okay, that's all right.
I'm sorry.
We'll skip that, and we will. I don't know if they renewed it. Honestly, I don't know. So, and that is the truth. I don't know if they have or not because I haven't gotten a phone call from my agent or manager. All right, SDCC-At-Home panel. What we know so far, as you guys know, we are SDCC is switching to digital. Everything is virtual. Everything is digital. You don't need to buy a hotel room.
Brilliant.
You don't need to buy a badge to go, which is really fantastic. And if you guys want to know what is going on, you can obviously search Google, but we are taking a look at SDCC unofficial blog, which their website is just sdccblog.com. And they have a list of, in ABC order, of some of the confirmed panels that are happening. And we'll just go through these really quickly. Bill and Ted Face the Music. Alex Winter, Keanu Reeves are going to be on the panel.
Awesome.
Samara Weaving is going to be there. The directors will be there. That's really going to be awesome. We got some Disney Plus stuff too, including, let me see, I have the schedule somewhere. Here it is. So you guys can take a look. Oh, hold on. Let me take the banner off. Sorry, guys. All right, let me hide that. So yeah, there is a inside look on Marvel 616, and that's going to be on July 23rd at 1 p.m. PT. There is, I don't know if Noah is in here because I think he always asks about it. Phineas and Ferb, the movie Candace Against the Universe on July 25th. 12 p.m. PT, and Blast Off. I like that you can see us on the bottom here. Hi, guys.
You also see us. Hi!
The Right Stuff Blast Off with Disney Plus is The Right Stuff, July 25th at 1 p.m. PT. And that's really interesting. So The Right Stuff is an upcoming drama miniseries. It's based on the 1979 book by the same name, written by Tom Wolfe, setting to premiere, I think, on the 25th or the 26th, like very close to the panel. It's like they do the panel and then they release it. And here is the premise of it. And it says The Right Stuff takes a gritty, anti-nostalgic look at what would become America's first reality show as the obsessive original Mercury 7 astronauts and their family become instant celebrities in a competition that will either kill them or make them immortal. Wow. The 1-hour drama will follow the protagonist from the Mojave Desert to the edge of space, with future seasons carrying through to the humankind's greatest achievements, the moon landing. Whoa.
That's what it's all about. They even made a movie about it a long time ago. I think it was back in like the 80s. That The Right Stuff originally came out. And yeah, it's a classic. I mean, it is, and I'm glad that they're remaking it because there's probably still a lot more story to tell that never got into the original movie.
Yeah. It's nice to see kind of like a very original scripted or adapted screenplay for a series like this one. Because like, I think what these streaming platforms do when they do really well, and Netflix does it extremely well, is original properties.
Yes.
Like Warrior Nun, that we haven't watched yet, but we will because the trailer looks sick. And things like that. Like we love Disney. We're nostalgic for Disney and all the, classic animated films that we've been watching a lot of, but seeing different things go up, such as like Hamilton, and like even like documentaries like The Mandalorian documentary Into the Unknown.
They even had a cool little thing for Hamilton where they all zoomed in and they talked to all the original cast, which I thought was awesome to hear the backstory about it.
Yeah, it's really awesome. And some of the other some of the other panels that really stood out to me, Crossing Swords, because you guys know how much we've been loving the trailer and the show. Oh my gosh, A Conversation with Nathan Fillion. OMG, yes, I will watch.
Yep. He's so entertaining.
He's so entertaining. The Dragon Prince with creators Aaron, whose last name I'm gonna mess up. Hazy, sure, that's wrong. Okay, and Justin Richmond, as well as voice cast Jack DeCina, Paula Burrows, Saoirse Ronan. I think that's how you say it. Eric Todd. I'm just gonna mess up all of these last names. I'm so sorry.
But I'm so excited to see Dragon Prince again.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I thought that the last season was going to be their final season.
Yeah.
But no, they left you on a cliffhanger. So I'm excited to see.
If you enjoyed Avatar, I think you will enjoy Dragon Prince.
Yes, they do a really good job on making it appealing for kids, but also still putting in a lot of adult subject matter. Yeah. And making it so it's intriguing and it gives this depth to this world. And I love it. So I'm excited to for the next season.
And I also like that on the SDCC unofficial blog, they wrote Kevin Smith and then the description. You know what this is. Yes, we do know what this is. It's 2 hours conversation. Kevin Smith telling stories. I am here for it.
He's so fun just to listen to.
I know.
I mean, I'm surprised he never actually went into stand-up.
Yeah.
Kind of a thing. Because that's kind of what he does. He gets up there and he does a funny story routine. And it's just great. Yeah. So I love listening to Kevin Smith.
Really great. Another panel that we're definitely going to be tuning in for is What We Do in the Shadows. And that's going to be July 25th at 5 p.m. PT. So exciting. And then they have panels for discussing comics. And then they have a section for others. And I'm trying to see if there's just so much. There's so much. There's actually one of the creators I follow on Instagram under the name Geekfold, which I actually did a guest posting for a couple of years ago for like a holiday shopping guide. they are doing kind of like a look into geek fashion, and there's a lot of really fantastic people that are on the panel. So that's one that I'm going to bookmark, make sure I am there for, because like I'm all about that. I'm all about geek fashion. I really want to watch it. So that's exciting. I'm excited for all of this, not having to wait in line, camp out, just get into the room, just watch it. They're probably going to do it via Zoom or something like that. So it's going to be perfect. I really like that. Let's see. What are you guys saying in the comments here? And I know we were supposed to do a little AMA too, and I forgot to like mention that at the top of the film. So if you guys have anything you want to ask us, it is time to put that in the chat right now. Well, this show's going to go a little long, but that's okay.
Yeah, it's a Sunday.
It's a Sunday. Why not? After this, I need to clean the apartment anyways. It's such a mess. So
yeah,
I
I've got to vacuum.
Procrastinate that a little bit.
So any excuse for us not to stay here with you guys and not go out and do that, I'm all for.
We're all for it. Oh my gosh. Okay, before we get to the AMA though, fan name reveals.
Oh yeah.
So on YouTube, actually it was during last Wednesday's stream, we asked you guys, because we don't have a fan name, and people are asking like, what do you call it? And I was like, just, I don't know, our subscribers or viewers or friends. And for example, if you watch Roxy Stryer, great friend, fantastic, super talented lady. She calls her fans the rock stars. And I was like, that's so cute. Like kind of in the sense where like the Blackpink fans are Blinks. I'm a Blink. And if you're a fan of BTS, you're an ARMY, and so on and so forth. And I was like, well, what do we call our viewers and friends and subscribers and supporters who watch us? So we put up a little poll on some of the suggestions you guys suggested in last Wednesday's stream. So here is the final screenshot, and I screenshotted this right before we went on at 2. And here is the reveal. Oh my God, I gotta take this banner off. So we had 4 names: the movie bunch, the couplers, the movie crew, and the movie extras. And one got just outvoted.
Just
but everybody
sweet.
else. So it's the movie bunch. And as I said it this morning, I said to Dustin, I was like, oh, the movie bunch is like well ahead. And I was like, how cute is that? And I really, really like it.
I think it's really cute. I like it. I like that we can now give you guys a title.
The movie bunch.
Our movie bunch.
Yay.
So, I mean, and it also just kind of, it tells you what we're into. You know what it is. You know that they're into movies, and we know that we're all just here sharing our love of visual entertainment. Yeah,
exactly. So I think it's just kind of what you said is very inclusive, as in like you're not like just into movies or you're just into video games. Like if you like it all, join us. We're here, and we're
into a bunch of stuff.
Everything, talking about from Broadway to babysitters clubs to K-pop. We're here for it. So yay! And Adam says, I'm happy my name, the movie crew, was in 2nd place. Yes. Thank you guys all for your contribution and voting if you voted. So hello everybody, and hello the movie bunch.
Our movie bunch.
I want to put like little, like, you know, the Brady Bunch.
Yeah.
Of like photos of our viewers.
That would be cool. We can put that up and just have us in the middle.
Guys, don't mind submitting a photo for everybody to see. Only if you don't mind, email us at themoviecouple@gmail.com. Let me just put it in the chat here. Submit a photo, and I will work really hard to make a graphic that will say the movie bunch, and that will be kind of like a little representation, a little fan art from us to you. So let us know if you guys are okay with that. Go ahead and submit.
Movie bunch moments.
Movie.
And that's what we'll get to when we start.
No, I need a just like face though. And then if you guys can do like, you know, something
in different
like that.
directions.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Are Falcor and Navi part of the movie bunch? Yes, they are.
Yes,
they're going to be.
They are the movie bunch mascots.
Chris, thank you so much for that. Yeah, if you guys don't mind doing it, we'll go ahead and Photoshop you guys into our little thing. Maybe we should have Falcor. Like, we'll take ourselves out of the photo.
And it'll just be Navi and Falcor.
Just all Falcor and Navi.
And that's it. That's our movie bunch.
Oh my God. So funny. And Weston, no worries if you are not interested. This is only if you guys want to. You absolutely do not have to do it.
Yeah.
Only if you want to. Only if you're okay with being plastered on my social media. But if you're not, no worries. We love you still the same. A question from David. Oh yeah, we got to do our AMA. Okay.
Oh yeah.
David writes, "How did you two meet?"
Well, we met at work.
Yeah.
Actually, that's where most couples do meet each other for
the most part.
For the most part, I think the big three are work, school, and socialize. So like going out to a bar. Those are like the big three. Oh no, it's through friends.
Friends, yeah, mutual friends.
Mutual friends.
Yeah.
Those are the two. Those are the three biggest. And we definitely got probably the most common, which was through work. We used to work for.
Slide over this way. You're like super off center. There you go.
We used to work for the same event company, doing parties and events, and yeah, we specialized in doing stage combat. So I guess we first learned how to fight together.
Yeah.
And then we learned how to live together.
We did learn how to fight together. If you guys ever want to see kind of like a demo of us doing a choreographed fight, there is a really cool video on Sideshow Collectibles YouTube channel, and you just scroll down, you'll see us with lightsabers in the thumbnail, and just go ahead and give it a watch. I think it's like an 11-minute video. It's kind of long, but props to the Sideshow Collectibles editors and producers and crew. They put together this entire battle, and then for the final part, they actually like rotoscoped our lightsabers, and I was like, how long did this take them? I'm so sorry.
Rotoscoping takes forever.
Yeah.
If you've ever tried to make a lightsaber fight scene and you had to put in the glowy lightsaber, it's not fun.
It's hard. I remember Dennis had to do it once upon a time for, I don't remember what it was, early Collider days. And he's like, you know how long this took me? And I was like, yes, I do. I've never even attempted. I don't want to. I also don't have the software to be able to have the ability to do that. But
well, our next step is getting you a new computer. So
before this one blows up, yes. Adam writes, have you guys played as Min Min in Smash yet? Also, are you guys down to play against yours truly in it? Yeah, absolutely, Adam. I need to get your do we have Smash on the, oh no, this is just for the Switch, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we have both. I was thinking of the Wii U version, but Min Min's not going to be available in that. She's going to be available in the Super Smash Ultimate, which is on the Switch. So yeah. Adam, I'll message you after and we'll get each other's friend code, because I keep saying that I want to do that and haven't done it yet. So yes, we should, and I probably need an update anyways.
Yeah.
Ard MD Collective writes, do you have any Sideshow or Hot Toys collectibles? Yes, I have. There's only one of them there's a couple of one I can't talk about because I think there's a future video coming up of me with that specific collectible. So I won't talk about that one, but I do have the premium version of the Hot Toys of the Wonder Woman. Let me just see what it is. I think she's a Hot Toy. Oh God, maybe she's a Sideshow. Hold on. Hot Toys Wonder Woman from Justice League, and she comes with her little mother box, and she comes with a coat. Let me see.
We have a couple really cool things.
Yes.
That we've gotten from Hot Toys recently.
Yeah. Okay. This one is I'm just waiting for the page to load so I don't say the wrong thing. Okay, so yeah, this is the one. It's the Wonder Woman Deluxe version 6-scale figure by Hot Toys, and she's got her own like cool, it says Justice League on the base. She's got
the mother box.
The mother box.
It's really cool.
She's got her shield, her lasso, her sword. She's got all these interchanging parts, and it's summer, so I don't have her coat on right now. I'll put it back on in the winter. And I kind of hesitate on putting it back on because I have to redo the whole thing and reposition her. But yeah, I love that one. I think she looks fantastic and very lifelike face in resemblance to Gal Gadot. And
yeah, they did a really good job on redoing her, on making her just look like it's a straight copy of her face.
Yeah, I took a picture for just her face up close just to test, and I was like, man, it looks like I'm staring Gal Gadot in the face. I also have a collection of these princesses that look like they're on pointy shoes, and it's by Miss Mindy. I have it came in a set of 5, so I have the Briar Rose, Belle, Ariel, Rapunzel, and Jasmine. And I love anything that Miss Mindy creates. Like I absolutely love it. It's really, really cute. And there's a couple of other stuff that I'm got my eyes on that I have not purchased yet because it's not essential. Let me just scroll up. I feel like I may have missed some stuff. Stresses Smash is stressing me out. I switched to Wonderful 101. Will you guys review The Last of Us Part 2? Probably not anytime soon. This is a question from Dark Jedi Knight. Great name, by the way. I haven't even played The Last of Us Part 1. I've seen a lot of videos on it.
That's so bad.
You do?
Yeah. I mean, I've heard just amazing things about it.
About
the thing is, though, we need... Yeah, both.
Yeah. Oh, both. Okay. I know there is some divide over the Part 2. Like I don't know. I haven't watched any of the videos of it yet because I haven't experienced The Last of Us Part 1 like fully. Like I don't really feel like I've played it just by watching other people play it. You know, I know the story and this and that, but there seems to be some decisiveness with how Part 2 is, so much so that the voice actor who voices Abby, Laura Bailey, who also you might know from Critical Role, we're getting like death threats. You guys, that is not okay.
No.
Biggest difference between a game character and the actor playing that character is that they are, I already said it, playing a character.
And not only that, she has no choice in what she is to say. They say, you say what is on our script.
You're paid to do a job. She did her job. I'm sure she was able to, you know, sound off a little bit on a couple of like little creative choices, but ultimately the client is the decision maker, and her job as an actor is to deliver what they need her to deliver. And I think she did so phenomenally from what I've seen so far of like The Last of Part 2, just very, very little bits and pieces of it. Don't do that. Don't like that. I read some, it's on her Twitter, and I read some of the messages. They are vile and horrible. And I was like,
it's really bad.
I don't know. I just like, yes, sometimes I get mad over video games, especially if I can't beat a level or the outcome is weird or whatever. I remember, we'll take Borderland for one. And spoiler here if you haven't played the very first Borderland, but Mordecai's bird got killed by Handsome Jack. And I remember...
Well, that would have been in the second one.
Oh, sorry. Borderland 2. And I remember my mood just went sour so fast. And I was like, I don't want to play anymore right now. I can't. But did I tweet vile things to the game developers and writers and creators and voice actors, or the person who plays Handsome Jack's voice? No, it's a part of the story. You may not like it, but it's out. That you can't change it. You can't change it. No matter how many times you play the game. The outcome's not going to change. That's the story. So you can hate it and you can say, you know what? I don't want to play anymore. And you put it back in the box and you let it collect dust in the corner, or you resell it. Yeah.
And honestly, I've never gotten that culture because what is it? I know there was a huge problem with the guy who created Metal Gear Solid.
Mm-hmm.
There was a time that he said, you know what? I'm not doing anymore. This is going to be our last one because it's just so much work, so much stress. And as soon as he announced that he wasn't going to be a part of making any more Metal Gear Solid movies, all of the, not all, but a lot of the Metal Gear Solid fans were sending him death threats. And I'm like,
it doesn't have to get to that. You can voice your opinion about your like
displeasure
about the game. You can say, you know, like, I really would have liked to see, use your words.
Be mature, people.
Don't send people death threats and cuss at them and like, just, you don't even know them. Why? I don't think I'll ever understand. Like, I gotten mad enough about things, games and stuff like that. Yes. Who do I vent to? This one.
Yeah.
This one. And then I get over it because at the end of the day, it's a game.
Yeah.
It's just at the end of the game, and at the end of the day, it's just the game. There was somebody's comment that I saw really quickly.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. This is just a follow-up from Dark Jedi Knight. The division of Part 2 is like what happened with The Last Jedi. Just overreacting to not getting the story they have in their head.
Oh, no, and that makes sense.
Oh, I see. Okay.
That makes a lot of sense. The fact that people are like, oh, the story's going to go this way, and we're going to see these moments, and this is going to be so cool. Yep. And then they're like, oh, yeah, we're going to go this way.
Mm-hmm.
And people are like, what? That's not what I wanted. And honestly, I have fallen victim to that myself.
Yeah.
I fell victim to that a lot in the Star Wars franchise. I fell victim to that in a lot of movies and a lot of TV shows when, they kind of go in a completely opposite direction.
Yeah.
And it's, get over it.
Yeah.
Kind of a thing.
Absolutely.
I'll piss and moan for a little bit, and then I will move on to the next thing that I'm in love with. So.
Jinyu?
Oh, thank you so much.
God.
Oh,
What?
dude.
Thank you so much. Great show, movie couple. I love your take on most things. Happy, I love that. Happy 4th weekend from Southern MN. Oh my gosh, and thank you so much. And I hope you're having a really great weekend. Thank you so much. That is, my mind's just blown. Getting closer and closer to that laptop.
Yeah, we're getting closer to it. So that's awesome. Thank you guys so much. Everything you guys give us goes straight into the fund of getting our new computer, getting our new equipment. So every little bit helps, and every big bit helps too.
Oh my God, that's
oh my gosh,
amazing.
Thank you so much, dude.
Stunned right now. I am absolutely stunned. Thank you so much. Wow, I'm like speechless.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was not expecting it. I was like, oh, we're just answering questions.
We're just having
chatting with you
fun.
guys. So much fun. Thank you. I'm gonna leave that up for a little bit longer because I'm like, dang. Oh my gosh, amazing. Aaron Johnson has a really great question. I love your channel. What are you guys' thoughts on the film with The Client with Susan Sarandon and Tommy Lee Jones? I pick
that's a
in respect of the recent passing of Joe Schumacher.
The Client. Ah, gosh, I have to.
It's been a long time.
It's been a long time since I've seen that movie. Hold on a second.
Intense performance.
Yes.
But also, what do you expect from Susan Sarandon and Tommy Lee Jones? I remember, like, when I first watched it, I was kind of young, and somebody in my household, probably my aunt, had it on, so I sat down and watched it, and I remember not really understanding the movie too much, but this is based on the John Grisham bestseller about a boy whose life is endangered after he stumbles upon vital information about a politician's murder. Wow. Yeah, it was definitely too intense for me because I was like so young watching it.
Yeah, I mean, I remember I really liked the performances. I really liked, first Tommy Lee Jones and Susan Sarandon are both big names. And this was the time when Tommy Lee Jones was, where he really put his all into his performances. Now I've heard that he's kind of taking the more comfortable jobs,
like
more
fun, more roles that he wants to do.
Yeah.
That's good for him.
Or ones that are the easy paycheck kind of a thing. What was it?
Nothing wrong with that.
Which is no. You know what? You get to a certain point in your career, you're like, I only have to work if I want to work.
Yeah,
so
but it definitely paid his dues.
Yes.
Been in many, many movies. What I like about both of those actors that you named is that they are very versatile, as they can do drama, they can do comedy. They can do both, and they deliver on both. Like, they get it, and that's just. I don't think it's easy. I think sometimes we think like people like for example Seth Rogen. He can only do comedy.
Yeah.
Steve Carell. He can only do comedy. Jordan Peele. He can only do comedy. Right?
No one can only do something.
You are not. It's kind of like going back to like Chris's question from the beginning. Jedi, Sith, or wizard.
Yeah. There's no wrong answer.
Why limit yourself? Yeah.
There's no wrong answer with it.
Need balances. And I also love this question from Jack Robbins. If you two were directors, what would you make and what genre would you come under?
Wait, say that again?
If you two were directors, what would you make and what genre would you come under?
Oh, honestly, I would probably start off with some like action adventures.
Oh, okay.
Even though this is probably the worst kind of movie to start off with, of doing like a pirate adventure.
Yeah.
Or I would want to do like, say, I remember when I was really young, I always wanted to make something called, before I understood how the whole movie industry really worked, I wanted to make a film company called the Rio Movie Company. And to where they would take movies that, I loved, but completely screwed up.
Yeah.
In some instances, and remake them in the way I think they should have been done. But of course, now you're like, oh wait, there's a lot of problems with being able to do that. But a lot of them, were probably action adventure movies. Would be like Star Wars, superhero movies. Those are the kind of movies that I've always really enjoyed watching. Usually those are the ones that I'm like first in line to go and see.
Action adventure, fantasy.
The one that would probably come in last is actually probably one of the easier ones to do, and that's horror.
And that would be me. I actually have this script that's been swimming in my head for a little while now, and there's a little like short film project that I would love to take on. That I don't want to talk. A couple of people I've spoken to a couple of people about this. That's kind of like in my like little tight filmmaking friend circle that we've talked about. You probably can take this time in quarantine and just sit down and really hash it out, because some of the parts gets a little muddled in my head where I want this and I want that, but it's not. I don't know if it's possible to have both, so I want to sit down and do that. But I love horror, and I love how it can make the audience feel in that moment. Whether you're watching like Invisible Man, you know, and like the way Lee Wynell did that, and how he uses negative space. That was done freak really you out. Good. It's so good because you're kind of like, is he there or not? We'll never know. We'll never know. It's brilliant. You don't even need to pay an actor to be there. Yeah. You just move the camera where you hover on this one spot for too long. You're kind of like, why is the camera there? What's going to move right now? Nothing moved. What's happened? But you're sitting there like freaking out. Same thing with The Quiet Place, where almost no words were uttered. And also just how quiet the movie theater was. Don't eat popcorn at A Quiet Place Part 2, guys. You put it in your mouth just for a little bit of the popcorn so it dissolves, and then you more like just like kind of like squish it than you actually do crunch on the popcorn. Like you can be that person where usually if I have like a box of candy that I want to open, but you know the wrapper is like it's like really tough and you're like I usually do it when there's like loud explosions or something happening that's loud. So if you do it at the same time, you're like, okay, problem solved. I'm not that annoying. People are like, but A Quiet Place, forget it. Everybody know who was making the noise, where it was coming from. They're like, you. They'll give you dirty looks in the dark. That would be our very first horror movie. Yes. Dirty looks in the dark. Oh my gosh. Another genre that I would love to try my hand at just directing, not animating, is animation. Oh yeah. Animation, because you can really just do anything and everything. You can explore magic, you can explore different timelines, you can do it all in the same movie. Yep. Depending on what your story is. So that's very true. If you can imagine it, you can animate it these days. Yes. So it's always really cool. Yeah, you're right. Doing some animation would be so really much neat. Fun. Thank you so much to Spencer Hayes for writing this in, because I did make the mistake of saying The Room, where the Brie Larson movie that she was in is just called Room. Very different movies. Very different movies. The Room, and that's with Tommy Wiseau. And I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark. Oh, hi, Mark. Oh, we should have said that to Mark Ellis when he was on the show. Oh, we blew it. Missed opportunity. Well, he'll just have to come back. I'm sure he gets it a lot. Mark. Oh, hi, Mark. I used to say it when we used to work in the office and he would come in. Oh, hi, Mark. Like, oh, hi, Mark. And he would give it a chuckle every time. And I don't know if it was a chuckle for like, God, Wendy, shut up. Or a chuckle because he actually every time. Get a new joke. Thank you so much, Spencer, for saying that. And yes, they are very, very different. We actually have never watched the Room, the Tommy Wiseau one. Inspiration for the Disaster Artist all the way through. Have you? I've tried. I've tried multiple times to watch that movie all the way through. I've probably seen like a whole bunch of YouTube videos where it does talk. You know, these are the best scenes out of The Room, and it's just the fact that it's so hard to watch that whole movie. It is painful. If you have gotten through the entire sitting of being able to watch The Room from beginning to end, congratulations, you have more self-discipline than I do. Yes. The most I've gotten through watching The Room is whatever fan created best moments of, and even then it's kind of like you're my best customer. Well, hi doggy. Oh, hi doggy. Oh my god. That's about as much experience I have with like The Room. I don't know if I could sit down and watch the full movie through, but I did enjoy The Disaster Artist. That was really fun. That I sat down and I watched all the way through. For sure. So I'm just writing down some notes here. We have a super chat as well from True Toy Story. Thank you so much, True Toy Story. Thank you so much, dude. Thank you so much. I want to do like an unboxing video
Oh
whenever
yeah,
we get that,
whenever we get that, we're
just
going
for
to.
you guys. Hold up on Seth Rogen. Watch an American Pickle trailer coming tomorrow, 9 a.m. We did it. More of a dramedy, yes. Also, thoughts on new West Side Story film and upcoming Tick Tick Boom.
Ooh.
I didn't know about that. We almost did Tick Tick Boom in high school, I think. Hold on.
Really?
Let me actually.
You're like, let me double check this. Tick Tick Doom.
I just typed in Tick Tick. Oh yes, okay, yes, obsessed with it because it is by American composer Jonathan Larson, who was the same person who created Rent.
Ooh.
Yes, I forgot about Tick Tick. Oh my god, I did like a whole public speaking presentation on Jonathan Larson because we had to take in college. Actually, it was my freshman year. For some reason, whatever track I wanted to be on, somebody was like, "You should take public speaking," and I was like,
okay.
It's actually kind of a useful skill. I don't think I'm great at it, but
no, it is a really useful skill.
It's a useful skill. Wow. Wait, I gotta read up. Thank you so much, True Toy Story, for letting us know. I need to look that up real quick. Lin-Manuel Miranda. Yes, just have him do all the music. Okay. Netflix secures rights to Tick Tick Boom, movie directed by, reading this off of the Playbill website.
Ooh, yeah.
Dear Evan Hansen and Fosse vendor scribe Stephen Levinson will write the screenplay. Oh my God.
I love that this is now, we're now getting more and more, with the release of Hamilton, and they're just like, okay, we know there's an audience for this. Yeah. Let's start making more. So I am very happy that this is now going to just open the floodgates to more and more stage productions being properly filmed and then turned into a production. Turned into a video release. Oh, this is amazing. And according to this article, the movie will further explore Larson's own life beyond how he characterizes himself in the musical, according to Levinson. Quote, it's a little bit more about the person of John and his life and what it was when it started, end quote. The writer previously told Playbill, describing the project as a hybrid between this musical and this real-life story of this guy, John, who's making a musical about how he's struggling to find his voice and trying to be an artist. Oh, my heart. Rent. I love Rent. This is great. I think not as many people know of Tick Tick Boom unless you're a real, like, either super rent head. Yeah, if you're a rent head or if you're really into musical theater. I feel so sad that I actually kind of fell out of that musical theater crowd for a little bit just because I was kind of so focused on movies. It's very easy, to kind of focus on what you're focused on at the moment and lose track of so many other things. Yeah. Wow. I'm so happy that I am finding out about this via our live stream today because I literally didn't know. It makes me so happy. It makes me happier to know that it's coming to Netflix too, because for me, what's really cool about musical theater turned into film, what is Navi doing? She is running back and forth. What are you doing? Come here. Oh, she's like, oh yeah, he's gonna give me loves. I think she's bored. Are you bored? You guys want to see Navi? Bored, Miss Navi? Navi face. So Navi wants to be in the show. With everyone. She's like, I want to talk musicals. I don't remember what I was saying, but how I fell out of it. When I lived in Florida and when I was, in high school, getting into high school, all the musical scene there, and we had a whole elective that was a musical theater class that I was I missed it when they did a chorus line because I didn't know it existed. And I was like, wait, they're doing a chorus line? This is a class? I can get credit for this? What is this? Yeah, so I kind of got into it then, and it just kind of my love for theater, for musical theater specifically, just really blossomed to the point where before I came out to LA, I honestly toyed with the idea of living in New York and kind of grinding and see how far I would go in musical theater. But LA won out at the end. Yeah. So that's what I did, and man, I'm so glad you made that choice. Oh, thanks, honey. Because then we would have never met. Yeah. Navi's like, what? You can't even see her. Lift her up. Daddy. Navi. She gets camera shy. You'll see she never, unless I do this. Navi, look. Well, they can't see because Navi, look.
Yeah, she doesn't. She gets her and Falcor both get camera shy, and they they see me whip out the camera phone. They're like, no, no photos,
no
photos. That's really, really great. Yes, An American Pickle, the trailer we saw. We did a reaction and review for it over the weekend, so that's going to go up tomorrow at 9 a.m. PT. And we've got a couple of more trailer reactions that are coming for our Patreon page. And if you hear coughing right now, that is Falcor. He coughs a lot because of his heart condition. Are you okay, buddy? Yeah,
he's good. He's good.
So he threw up.
Oh, what?
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, how about this? How about you start closing out? I will. We
are going to clean the carpet. This is what happens when you have dogs. So, you guys, with that said, we're going to go ahead and end the show. Thank you all so much for all of your super chats throughout the day. Thank you to everybody who contributed. We are so appreciative of what you guys have been, just the support you guys have been showing us, just how great you guys are all doing. What?
Oh, not to eat it.
Don't eat the... Okay, well, we're gonna go. We will be back on Wednesday with another live stream. Look out for more reaction videos and different videos to coming soon. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet already. And let me just go ahead and put that up if you guys want to follow us on social media. And Dustin says, we love you guys. In case you guys didn't hear, we will see you. That was such like an unconventional way to end this stream. I did not think that was gonna happen. I'm so sorry, guys. We will see you on Wednesday live if you're here, 2 p.m. PT, Wednesdays and Saturdays. We'll see you then. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Oh, Falcor. It's okay.